How exactly do I find a good lawyer to aggressively battle divorcing a covert narcissist? I don't think my lawyer realizes how awful this person really is. I think she believes he will actually cooperate. Well, you need to answer many other questions first before the question of, how exactly do I find a good lawyer to aggressively battle divorcing a covert narcissist, can be answered. Okay, you mentioned that I don't think my lawyer realizes how awful this person is and that she believes he'll actually cooperate. Well, let's examine how to answer those questions. Please don't be offended by these tough love style answers. They are meant to help you clearly and accurately evaluate the situation. So, to answer, first a few questions. Is the kind of legal battle you want to fight the right thing to do? Not just what you might get away with. Second, do you have the money to fight the kind of legal battle you want to fight? Third, is your spouse really a narcissist? Or is that the story you tell yourself and others to justify believing that he or she is the devil and deserves all the nasty things that you want to do to him or her in the divorce action? People far too often recklessly throw around the terms narcissist and borderline personality disorder in divorce. There are, of course, real cases of narcissism and borderline personality disorder and other disorders that make marriage miserable. But many spouses believe, or say they believe, that my spouse suffers from, insert mental and/or emotional disorder here, to avoid confronting their own faults and flaws and/or to take cheap shots in an effort to obtain an unfair advantage over their spouses in divorce. Fourth, even if you can prove your spouse suffers from a mental and/or emotional disorder, is it relevant to the issues in the divorce action itself? If your spouse suffers from a disorder that he or she is managing successfully, nobody will care about that disorder. Fifth, if your attorney is truly mediocre, and there is a plethora of mediocre divorce lawyers, does your attorney really believe your spouse will cooperate in the divorce process? Or is your lawyer telling you that because that sounds a lot better to your attorney and to you than does, I'm too lazy, incompetent, and/or intimidated to represent you zealously in this case? If your cause is just and you have a bad attorney, drop your bad attorney like a hot rock and replace him or her with a truly good attorney. And by good, I mean decent, fair, skilled, smart, tough, and vigilant.